witnessed a spike in number of confirmed cases when the number recorded jumped to 663 on Tuesday, 9 June 2020. This number gives us cause for concern as a task force and as a nation. In the Presidential Task Force briefing on Monday, 8 June 2020, I emphasized that a great majority of Nigerians are still susceptible to COVID-19 and cautioned that if we allow it to transmit easily between us, it may be even more deadly. That admonition remains very valid, and we still underscore vigilance and self-preservation. The Presidential Task Force continues to monitor the level of activities and compliance with the guidelines nationwide. Consultations will continue, and tonight I will be holding another round of video conference with the theme of governance appointed by the National Economic Council to interface with the PTF. The Presidential Task Force will re-emphasize its appeal to governments at the subnational level as well as our security agencies to enforce the guidelines and protocols firmly. The Presidential Task Force would also be meeting with the heads of these agencies to further fine-tune strategies to ensure compliance. This afternoon, the Presidential Task Force met with the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on COVID-19. The interaction was robust, and we received assurances that the legislative support required will be given to help us overcome this pandemic. Similarly, we are pleased to inform you that His Excellency, Mr. President, held a video conference meeting with the President of the ECOWAS in his capacity as the ECOWAS champion for the control of COVID-19. During the conference, matters pertaining to regional response to the pandemic were discussed. Specifically, such matters include our common risk as a sub-region, the need for our collaboration in response, our interdependence, and Nigeria's role given our large population and the position of Mr. President as ECOWAS champion. Tomorrow, Nigeria will be celebrating Democracy Day. The Presidential Task Force urges that we should celebrate in solemn and reflective manner. We must ensure that our goal is to stay alive and remain COVID-19 free. Let the date be a reminder of the realities of our times, the disruptive effects of COVID-19, the realization that we are faced with a new normal, and the necessity for us to individually and collectively prepare ourselves to conquer this pandemic. The best celebration we would bequeath ourselves is to strengthen our individual and collective resolve to abide by the guidelines to protect ourselves, our friends, our loved ones, and the country at large. The Presidential Task Force has advanced in its preparation for taking precision measures within the high-burden local government areas identified in our previous briefing. The strategy will be unfolded in due course. We are also emphasizing risk communication and community engagement in a sustainable manner. We therefore urge state governments to reach out to traditional, religious, and community leaders for dialogue and education. The major message will be ownership, behavioral change, and taking responsibility. I now call on the Honorable Minister of Health and subsequently the DG, Nigerian Center for Disease Control, and the National Coordinator, who would update you before we take questions. I thank you for listening.